and its name is scatter plot. So we will use our statistical Dumbledore to tell us what is happening inside the data and why the things are moving this way. I am just trying to explain you table number 2, why it is made. So this is a optional. If you understand it, good for you. If you don't understand, no worries, you got table with you. Okay. So let me try to explain what exactly these things are. So I take a real life example and I will handle it 4 ways. Case number 1. Case number 1, its sales depends on advertisement, and generally we take this as dependent, this as independent. Independent. So case number 1, I went to the various companies. I simply asked 10 companies, what is your sales last year, what are your advertisement figures. So what sort of data it is, cross sectional or longitudinal data? I went to the companies, 10 companies, I just asked their last year sales. What sort of research is it? It's a descriptive research or experimental? So the data was like this. Okay. So you know there is a scatter dot, there is a origin 0 0, this is x axis, this is y axis. Y we generally take dependent, that's a sales, and x is called as the advertisement. Any idea about plotting the points? Elementary coordinate geometry, you remember that? How to put the point 40 at 16? So on x axis we will look for the 16, so it's like say the 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. It's really important, we should do it once. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and then 65, so on. A very rough way. 16, 48, so it's a 16, it's a 48, somewhat like here. 1852, 1852, it's a somewhat here. I think the points will be something like this. Roughly. And the point is, what is likely to happen in the future? In all the 4, I got only one question. There is only one question. What is happening? What will happen in the future? Okay. So now this is the ideal way of taking the data. The real data where I can say this is higher than this, and I can say this is this much higher than this. Okay. Well, I think I have not talked the ratio measurement. Did I? Okay, after interval, skip right it. Just let me take a break from here and let's go back to that. We talked about this A, B, C measurement. If it's a 40 degree, 20 degree, 10 degree. If it's like this, so it's about the temperature taken on the same date and the same time. 3 cities are there. A, it's 40 degree, B, it's 20 degree, C, it's 10 degree. Can I say temperature of A is more than B of C? Yes, and temperature of B is more than C? The temperature of A is 2 times than that of B, and temperature of B is 2 times that of C. That's why temperature of A is 4 times that of C. Yes. Any objection to anybody? No. For sure? Yes. Shall we lock it? Okay. There is a city D with 0 degree temperature. So please tell me what is that, how much temperature is B that of D? Just like you told me that temperature of A is 4 times that of C. Please tell me what is the temperature of B, how many times to that of D? Not 0 times? Or 20 times? Something wrong? Okay. There is a temperature E with minus 20 degree C. What is the temperature of B that of temperature is E? How many times? Doesn't make sense? Saying minus 1 doesn't make sense, is it? What's wrong there? You may not know the correct answer, but you feel something is wrong, no? The The confidence with which you are telling me that A is 4 times this, A is 2 times this, it is not applicable with this and this, but temperatures are there in minus, are they? This explains ratio measurement. A ratio measurement is when multiply and divide. She said when ratio makes sense. Ratio is other name for division. A by B is ratio. Okay. So when multiply and division makes sense, that sort of ratio is there, and that makes sense in the books. Every book talks about origin is defined. Now when I was a student, I was always used to think, where, what the hell, why is origin? Origin is 0 0. Where from origin comes into picture? It is not origin. The correct meaning is when 0 makes sense. What a beautiful thing. What is 0? Have you thought of? What is a 0? 0 is a wonderful concept. When I say, please listen carefully, when I say it is a 0 degree temperature today, am I saying there is no temperature today? There is a temperature. What is that? But what is 0? If I got one pen, I give this pen to her, how many pens I possess? 0. No pen. What that means? 0 is complete absence of a phenomena. 0 is a very powerful thing. 0 means complete absence of a phenomena. No pen at all. That is 0. But is it applicable to temperature? When I say it is a 0 degree temperature, am I saying there is no temperature? No, still is there. And what is that? 0. What is 0? We reach to now next point, what is temperature? How we come to know it's 40 degrees, 38 degrees, this material? How we come to know, by the way? No, how we measure it? You got something to measure?
So that 0 is a yardstick from which we are measuring the temperature?
Absolutely.
So that how 0 makes sense?
Yes, that's why my question is, please tell me how to measure the temperature. How we measure the temperature? Remember, you all know answers. When you got sick, your father, mother come with something. Your father comes with Fahrenheit. Thermometer. You comes with a thermometer, right? What is a thermometer? Let's go inside it. What's that tell? That is telling us it's a 40 degree, 30 degree. Correct. There is a metal mercury, and the way the metal behaves in a capillary, we human beings have given the name as 0. Am I right or not? The donkeys, the doggies, the cats, they have not defined any such temperature. They say feel it, it's very cold, but they have not given it 20 degree, 30 degree. Some people say, well, 0 is something on which water freezes. That's a property. That's not a definition. That's a property. Okay. So what is 0? 0 is complete absence of a phenomena. Now look for where a 0 makes sense. 0 makes sense wherever the monetary terms are there. In terms of money, 0 makes sense. I got 0 rupees. You can just check. I have no money at all, right? Can there be 0 opinion? Can there be 0 opinion? No. So when I say neutral on a 5-point scale, it means I very well know what is agree. I know what is disagree. I am neither saying agree nor saying disagree. But that is not 0. 0 is no opinion. I tell you one thing. It may explain it further.